Over the weekend, it came out that a whole heap of shared chats and shared artifacts, documents, and documents, files within Claude were visible on Google, on a Google search, which means it's not just visible on a Google search, it's visible on other search engines as well. Which raised the question for me, do you know what chats, do you know what files you have said, share this, and copied the link and pasted it to someone to say, here, go and have a look at this and review this for me? Do you know what it is? Do you know where to find it? Do you know how to turn it off so that you can protect yourself and protect your data? Today's episode covers that.
Welcome to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and I'll break them down into bite-sized tips you can use straight away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder.
Rise and Shine, it's your dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham. Episode number 748. And I saw something, walk through Wednesday, and I saw something on the weekend that actually prompted this episode. On the weekend on X, I saw someone say, did you know that you can see all the shared chats? If you go to Google and put in site:/Claude.ai, and it will just give you a list of all of the shared chats that are available. We'll give you a list of all the shared artifacts as well, we found out. It's pretty horrifying, to be perfectly honest. And what I found out as I delved into this is probably a little more horrifying. That aside, I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of that. What I am going to get into today is how you can secure yourself, how you can check your account, go through your settings on Claude AI specifically, but you can do this on any of your AI agents, chatbots, whatever accounts, and make sure that you're safe. So I'm going to do it on Claude, but go and do similar on all your other ones and make sure that your settings are right. Make sure that you're protecting yourself and that you're not sharing more information than you have to. I know. I have a tinfoil hat and I'm really, really worried about this stuff, but I don't think I'm wrong to be worried about it. So what we're going to do today is just go through our Claude settings and have a look. And that's what the walkthrough Wednesday is going to be. Maybe on Friday, if I can get myself in the right mind space, we'll talk about what actually happened and what I think is going on there. Anyway, I'm going to share my screen in just a moment. We're going to go through the settings. Okay, so this is my Claude account. I have got the sidebar collapsed because there's a whole heap of stuff in there that you guys don't need to see. But in case you're wondering how you get to that, at the top here, you've got the little sidebar icon right at the top. You mouse over it. It says open sidebar. If you click on that, that will pop that out. Or if you click on it while it's popped out, it'll close it down. I often work like this because I like the big screen. I like the big spaces so that I can work. That's not what we're looking at today. We're going to look at our settings. So to get into our settings, come down to your little icon on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Click on that, and when the menu pops up, go to settings. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these settings here, but we've got the general, we've got account. The first thing that we want to look at, privacy, we're going to come back to. The first thing we want to look at is privacy. Click on privacy. And you'll see under privacy, you've got the privacy statements, how they protect your data, how they use your data, and then your preferences. Let me just go through a few things here. I've turned off location metadata. It doesn't need my metadata. I'm not asking it for information about where I live or anything. And if I do, I will feed it the location that I'm looking for. I've turned it off. It doesn't need to track me. I've also turned off help improve our AI models. No, sorry guys, no. If I come down a bit, I can export all my data, but there's two options here or three options here that we have. Shared chats, shared artifacts, and uploaded files. Shared chats is when you want to look at it. If you go into manage, you'll notice I don't have any. I did have one and I deleted it before I did this video. Like the other day, I deleted it and thought I should have left it so I've got an example. But this is where your shared chats will be. So if you've hit while you're doing something, say share this chat and got a link and then send that link to someone, it will appear in here. So if you're wondering where they've ended up and how you turn them off, they're here, they're in this screen, and it will appear as a line, and there'll be a little rubbish can, trash can icon on the right-hand side. Click that and it will make it an unshared chat. It doesn't delete the chat, it just makes it unshared, okay? The next one, if I just go back to privacy, we've got shared artifacts. If you click on that and click manage, it shows you your artifacts that you've shared. So unpublishing removes the public link. Once an artifact is unpublished, it can't be republished. So just bear that in mind. Just with Claude, if you hit publish on an artifact, it will make it public. Anyone in the Claude infrastructure can see it. I don't publish my artifacts. And artifacts we've published from Claude Code will also appear here, and you can also unpublish them here. So this is where you find your artifacts that you've hit publish or shared. You can actually make them private again. The other one that I wanted to quickly cover is this uploaded files. So I'm going to click on manage, and you will see I have a heap of uploaded files. This is something, I'm not going to stick to on this screen too far, but you've got just like this one at the top. I can click the delete button and it will delete it as an uploaded file. If I click on here, I'm sure it will take me to see it and see actually what it is. It's going to go back because I don't want to leave that on the screen too much. Okay. They're the things that you really wanted to check. On all of this, they're the things that you really wanted to check. Make sure that you know what chats you've got shared, you know what artifacts you've got shared, and honestly do an audit on the files you've uploaded and make sure there's nothing sitting there that you don't want to be found. Let me come back and have a chat to you. Okay, so it's not a very long episode. It's not also a very uplifting episode, and I am sorry for that. I would prefer, though, that you be safe and that, again, I mean, I keep saying this, that you make informed decisions about what you leave public and what you don't make public, what you leave as private. My preference is to always lean towards privacy, to always lean towards I'm going to share as little information as I possibly can and control what I share as much as I can. Now, I use those terms specifically because it's not always possible. You don't always have that control. You don't always have the bounds that you can put around things. But in terms like this, where you find out that this is actually being indexed, this can be seen. On Friday, I'm sure I'm going to go into how this works and why, even though they've stopped it being seen, it's still out there. Yeah, it's still there. I'll try and explain that on Friday. It's not as simple as it sounds. It's not as straightforward as it sounds as, oh, well, they've turned on the privacy settings and now they're all private again, or they're not being seen on the search engines. It's not quite that simple. Maybe. I'll get into it. But for now, go and check your settings on your AI engines, on your chatbots, on anything that you've done, things like this where you've said share a link. Just go and make sure, particularly your AI stuff, make sure that you're only sharing, if you've left stuff shared, that you want to leave it shared. If you don't need to leave it shared, remove the links. They don't need to be there. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a flu, I think. They don't need to be there. You can remove them. Remove any artifacts that you don't need to have published. They're your artifacts necessarily. You don't need to make them public so everyone else can see them. You can always download them and share them privately in your own groups or in your own systems as well. That's the other way of handling sharing. And make sure you review all those files that you've uploaded. You might have uploaded something that you've forgotten about and that's got some personal information in it, some personal data. You might want to just go and remove it. All right, that's it for this episode. Just be safe and make informed decisions as to what you do with your data, and understand that just because something says it's private doesn't mean that it's completely private either. It's me, tinfoil hat, me, all of that. Now, what do you guys think? Are you going to go and check your chatbots? Are you going to go and remove shared chats and shared artifacts and anything else that you've got on those things that you don't want out there in the public eye? I'd love to know what you're thinking. Am I just being paranoid? Let me know what you think. Leave comments wherever you're watching or listening to this video. I'm laughing at myself. Charly and her tinfoil hat. Leave comments wherever you're watching or listening to this video. If it was useful, please give it a like and maybe share it with a friend. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you did. And ring that notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. If you need help with any of this, if you need someone to give you a hand to do the audit, to walk you through the audit and have a look at what's there, you can ask me. I will do the best job that I can. It is what I do. I'm a tech wrangler. I make tech easy for small business. Hopefully I take that stress level away from you as well. That's it for today's episode. I'll see you all on Friday for Firewall Friday. Bye, guys.
Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.